Grenada, part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9, Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love, and country care. Let the young and old unite. Real expression shining bright. Agriculture is the way to build tomorrow from today. We'll grow Grenada, part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, agri proud and wise. On 91.9, Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. Soil to soul, we strong like lava. On the air, our stories thrive. Agriculture keeps us alive. Real FM, where the roots go deep. Agriculture Thursday, we sow and reap. Real expression on 919 Real FM. Unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Woo! Tune in on the spice side, hear the airwaves free.
Let's continue in the morning time on Real FM Radio. 23 minutes now it is after the 7 o'clock hour. Online, we've got Trisha Miller from the Morris Bishop International Airport Meteorological Office. Good morning, Trisha. How are you doing?
Good morning to you. I'm very well, thank you. And good morning to you listeners of Real FM. It's a fair morning here at the airport. Winds are variable at 2 miles per hour. Barometric pressure 1014.4 millibars, which is above the mean, and it's rising. Present temperature 24.6 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 87%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 30.7 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature last night was 23.7 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, no rainfall was recorded here at the MBIA. Hence, the total for the month remains at 28.5 millimeters. Now the public forecast valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. The weather is expected to be generally fair, increasing in cloud cover as the day progresses, with light to moderate showers this afternoon and tonight. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Today's maximum temperature is expected to get up to 30.5 degrees Celsius. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tides will be high around 11:30 a.m. and low about 5:30 p.m. Sunset this evening at 6:08. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:32. So just to recap, the weather is expected to be generally fair, increasing in cloud cover as the day progresses, with light to moderate showers this afternoon and tonight. From the Met Office, Trisha Miller.
Thank you very much, Trish. Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Can the high and the low be the same thing in terms of temperature? Can it be like high 26 and low 26 at the same time?
No, you wouldn't usually get that because as the day progresses, based on if you have showers and so forth, right, you'll get the low temperatures might be lower than usual or so. But as the day progresses, we usually increase and then we drop off again.
Okay, that's why it gets cold at nights.
Yeah, cool down at night. So we get a low and then we increase again as the day progresses and we get a high.
All right, so then here's a big question. Which house is better to live in, a wooden house or a concrete house in terms of temperature?
It depends on where you are. In the tropics? In the tropics?
Yeah.
Oh, in the tropics, I suppose, I think they always say wooden houses are better for the tropics.
So why are you living in a concrete house?
Who tell you I'm living in a concrete house?
I just guess it.
What if you're wrong?
Well, maybe I could be, but I'm guessing. Just have a nice day. Yeah?
You have a good day.
Yeah, take care of my day. Okay, bye-bye now. Okay, then, friends, having a bit of fun there with our forecaster for the morning. Yes, Miss Trisha Miller at the Morris Bishop International Airport Meteorological Office. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the WORLD. It is so pleasing to be with you for yet another Thursday. Uh huh. Thursday is a nice day. Yeah, I enjoy Thursdays, trust me. Agricultural Thursday. That's what it's called. Do you like Thursdays as much as I love Thursdays? I don't know, but I'm always loving Thursdays. Let me get something here. Where am I going to find? Oh, there you are. Right. So, how was your night? Um, my night was okay. Although I'm trying to find some of the hours. Yeah, I'm trying to find some of the hours in my whole thing, and I can't seem to find them. Trying to find some of the hours, but I guess I guess I'll find them as we go along. You don't think I'll find them? Yeah, it's just that I can't find the hours between 9 o'clock, say 8:30, and uh about 2 o'clock. I no 1 o'clock. I can't find those hours. Was I asleep? I'm assuming yeah, I was asleep, but I don't remember going to sleep. Yeah, I honestly don't remember going to sleep. So I'm looking for those hours. If you see them, if you see Andre's hours walking down the road, let the hours know that I'm looking for them. Yeah, because it'd be very important to me. This is real 91.9. Oh, by the way, got to remind you folks that this weekend we've got loads of activities in St. Patrick, and I tell you this. Well, you'll be knowing a lot about those two activities when you listen to the police today on their program beginning at 10 o'clock this morning. Yeah, you'll be getting to know a lot about it. But here's what you have to understand that the police they're going to be very challenged, and whatever assistance you can give. Now, you don't have to work directly with them to give them assistance, but if you park properly, then you're assisting the police in a big, 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 big way. And try not to double park. Try not to double park. And if you want to congregate in a spot, like you want to hang out by a spot, it doesn't mean that you have to park your vehicle right at the spot. Sometimes it is better to park your vehicle away. People don't know where you park and everything like that. And if a squabble breaks out, then you don't have to be so unspeedily trying to protect your vehicle, so you're trying to get it out of that way, so and because you don't want to get your vehicle to be damaged. And when you park close, then a lot of people go and lean up on a vehicle who have things in their pants, and they scratch your vehicle and all kind of things. So you probably don't want to park very close to where any crowd would build up. That's one. And two, try your best to double park, and if you can stay off the road as much as possible, you try your best to do just that, and you'll be helping the police. That's not a very hard thing to do, and in that way you don't even have to talk to them. Yeah, you don't even have to talk to them. You could pass and don't even say good night, officer, which is the best thing to do. But you could pass because you know you've done your bit in terms of parking off the road, getting a park, that you're not double parking, you're not blocking someone's driveway. That's a thing that happens a lot here. People here, I'm talking Grenada, in New York. That's where I could speak to in New York, and a bit, well, in Canada, I can speak to that too. People don't block people's driveways. Are you kidding me? No. That, to me, that is worse than a felony. To block somebody's driveway, you don't do that at all. And but here we tend to block people's driveway and say, "Hey, well, that the road, I park in the road." That kind of attitude gets us nowhere at all. Don't block somebody's driveway, even if you know, for instance, like today, you know that yesterday the person did not have a vehicle. You don't know if they're going to buy one today, so don't block their driveway. You don't know if a friend of theirs is coming, so don't block their driveway. Please, that's one of the things I'm begging you to adhere to. And not just this weekend in St. Patrick, but throughout your life, remember that you should not be blocking anybody's driveway. That's a very, very dangerous thing to do. It's not a nice thing to do at all. So yes, so help the police as much as you can, and have a great weekend. No, oh, also I'm hearing this thing. I'm hearing, and I'm just thinking here. I'm hearing that there's a possibility that two of the biggest shows that we have in Steers, at the carnival, namely the Senile Fete, which is always a bomb, and Crave, which is always a bomb also. I'm hearing that these two shows are being advertised for the same date. And that's ridiculous. And according to my grandmother, I ain't putting my mouth in no bag to talk. That is so ridiculous because Senile Fete is going to be at Chantimel. It's always a success as far as I know. And Crave is going to be at the Fur Playing Field. Always a success too. Wonderful show. Both shows. However, the promoters to the shows, I'm going to ask you this big question here. How do you expect the police to provide service for both of y'all on the same night? It's not like if it's one is tonight and next one is tomorrow night. No, on the same night. For crying out loud, the RGPF, they ain't got the resources to do that. So, I don't know if you all applied for permission yet, but I can safely say, I mean, come on. The police not going to give you permission. Maybe the first one that gets in will get the permission, but the second one is not going to get a permission. That does not make sense at all. What? Let me see what, because I'm seeing on social media that both shows are being advertised for August the 1st. Let me see what day is that. That's a Saturday. Saturday, August the 1st. That's when both shows are being advertised for. Now, this is craziness. Absolute ludicrousy. Both of y'all, the two promoters, I'm saying to y'all, back up. What's going on here? It doesn't make sense. And you see, come on. And I'm saying to other broadcasters and people who have access to radio, engage and let them know that this does not make sense. Both of y'all cannot have a show on the same night. And I mean, it's not like if one is in St. Andrew and the other one is in St. Patrick. They're both within what? Within a mile and a half of each other? That's stupidness, if you ask me. Come on, you guys can do better than that. I know that you can do better than that. That does not make sense. As a matter of fact, the police, I don't believe that the police is going to give you permission to have that show, because they just don't have the resources to manage the show properly. The police, no, they wouldn't have the resources. The amount of police officers that would be needed, and understanding that is around carnival time, and there may be other things taking place in other parishes. Come on, man. You guys could do better than that. I definitely know you could do better than that. Anyway, so much from me and running my mouth. 7:35, that's the time.
Culture Thursday, only on 91.9.
In Grenada, we supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings, and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-2175 or 438-4337. Gittins Home and Garden Center, from your farm to your backyard.
Check your calendar, mark the date because February 1st, all roads lead to Success for the Breakwater Food Festival. Join us in the Lowtown and Breakwater for a full day of fun, flavor, and pure community vibe as we celebrate the best of the North. That's right, free food, live music, culture, games, and good times. Enjoy mouth-watering dishes from some of our favorite local food spots, sweet music in the air, and fun for friends, family, and visitors alike. So bring your appetite and your energy. We'll handle the rest. The Breakwater Food Festival, where food, fun, and community come together. Come, taste the North, feel the vibe, and experience a taste like never before. February 1st, Breakwater Food Festival. Don't miss it.
It wasn't me, but I can convince you. Whoever telling you about me is wrong person.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Seasons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Seasons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Seasons. Seasons. Express your style with Color by Seasons.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Look no further than the Chameleon Design Studios, the creative powerhouse behind Key Central and dozens of standout brands across Grenada and beyond. From web designs, animations, and motion graphics to custom video productions, we bring your visions to life with unmatched efficiency and professionalism. Need a logo? Logo design starts at just $1,500, and our starter pack includes brochures, call cards, and letterheads. Whether you're launching a new business, revamping your identity, or telling your story visually, Chameleon Design Studios is the new face of designs. Call us now at 1473-422-8601 or scan that QR code. Follow us on Instagram at chameleon_473. Let's communicate. Call us today.
It is said the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Flow makes your next phone upgrade easy. Add postpaid to your internet plan and score a Samsung Galaxy for as low as $30 a month. It's the smartest way to an interest-free premium phone upgrade. Don't let anything stand between you and that new phone feeling. Step into your upgrade with confidence. Visit us in store and sign up today. We keep your rhythm flowing. Terms and conditions apply.
Check your calendar, mark the date because February 1st, all roads lead to Success for the Breakwater Food Festival. Join us in the Lowtown and Breakwater for a full day of fun, flavor, and pure community vibe as we celebrate the best of the North. That's right, free food, live music, culture, games, and good times. Enjoy mouth-watering dishes from some of our favorite local food spots, sweet music in the air, and fun for friends, family, and visitors alike. So bring your appetite and your energy. We'll handle the rest. The Breakwater Food Festival, where food, fun, and community come together. Come, taste the North, feel the vibe, and experience a taste like never before. February 1st, Breakwater Food Festival. Don't miss it.
It wasn't me, but I can convince you. Whoever telling you about me is wrong person.
Grenville Cooperative Credit Union Limited advises members and the general public of new operating hours at its branches. The Customer Service Center at Seton Brown Street, Grenville, is open Monday to Thursday 7:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. and on Friday 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. The main office on Jubilee Street, Grenville, is open Monday to Thursday 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. and Fridays 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Lucas Street St. George's branch operates Monday to Thursday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. and Fridays 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. For the Grandans branch, Monday to Thursday 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Fridays 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We look forward to serving you. Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville.
Real expression on 919 Real FM. Unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Whoa! Tune in on the spice line, where the airwaves free read. On the radio see. Whoa! No sugar-coated lyrics, no fabricated vibe, just the raw truth that flow like Mount Kwakwa tribe. Ooh. From Grand Ends to St. George, this the people them a shout. Real expression now, I let your heart pour out. Ooh. Oh, microphone to the heavens, the signal strong and clear. Voices of the voiceless, the oppressed, the sincere. Real FM are the vessel, your message fill the air. Speak your truth, Grenada, where your heart there. Real expression, real connection. 91.9, the righteous reflection. From the hills to the harbor, hear the nation sing. Real FM, the sound where make freedom ring. Real expression, real connection. 91.9, the righteous reflection. From the hills to the harbor, hear the nation sing. Real FM, the sound where make freedom ring. Shaman chant the blues, farmer hymn the rain. Mama shares her wisdom, youths them chant for change. The radio no silence the struggles we face. Amplify the joy, the pain, the grace. Not making of the rhythm, cocoa in the bass. Real FM hold the mirror to the spice all face. Whoa, Real up the truth selector, let the people speak. 91.9, no weak heart, no meek. From Carriaco shores to the Crater Lake Deep. Real expression loud and the nation loves. Lyrics are a temple, the DJ is the priest. Every song a sermon, every word released. No censorship, no chains, just the soul laid bare. Grenada's heartbeat pulsing through the FM here. When the storm take the island, the signal still repair. Real FM 91.9, the sound of prayer. Real expression, real vibration. 91.9, the soul of the nation. Keep the frequency alive, no hesitation. Grenada voice rise. no hesitation. This is Real Expressions Agriculture Thursday, only on 91.9 Real FM. From the soil to your soul, we growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting pride in every row. Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call, banana nutmeg feeding all. We salute the ones who feed with every hand and every seed. We grow real, grow Grenada, part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, we're proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. In the garden, in the field, real stories now revealed. Voices strong with tales to share of heritage, love, and country care. Let the young and old unite, real expression shining bright. Agriculture is the way to build tomorrow from today. We'll grow real, grow Grenada, part of the land, real farmer flavor. Tune in, feel the nation rise. It's Thursday, agree proud and wise. On 91.9 Real FM style. It's Agriculture Thursday, Grenadian vibe. Soil to soul, we strong like lava. On the air, our stories thrive. Agriculture keeps us alive. Real FM, where the roots go deep. Agriculture Thursday, we sow and reap.
Most definitely. 10 minutes nowadays before the 8 o'clock. Good morning, Grenada. Claude Abraham, how you doing? Winnie Simon, good morning. How's everything with you? Joanne Francis, you tripping along with us this morning? Great to have you, Joanne. You're in the company of MF. MF, good morning to you. How you doing, girl? Hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. You know, there's so much to say and so little time to say it. Yeah, that happens a lot. And good morning to all 151 of you who are with us this morning. I hope at least we can climb up to about 250, 300 this morning. Dalton will not be with us this morning because he had to travel out for a minute to his usual place in Vincent. Yeah, so Dalton would not be with us this morning. I'm not too sure what medium, excuse me, not too sure what medium Dr. Entwine will be using this morning. So I am going to click away. Hold on, what's wrong here? Oh, there we go. I'm going to click away and then I'm going to send him the link. So if he so chooses to join us via the StreamYard thingy, he can do it. Or if he's going to be live with us. Somebody just sent me a message. Who is it? Oh, Antivic, good morning to you. How you doing? I was hoping that you're having a boy. If you know, that was yesterday was not a good day at all. Yesterday was not a good day at all. Yeah, a lot of people give up on me yesterday now because, sometimes you try to do so much and then there's so little time to do it. But so I was telling you about the Breakwater Food Festival. You invited. We are looking to have quite a lot of food, so we need people to eat the food. So you get crab in all curry crab and kalu, brown down crab. That's going to be that. Then blacks will be having, so all this curry crab and ting crab and thing, that's Freya. Freya is an excellent cook. I don't know if she's chef stage yet, but she's an excellent cook. Good morning, Freya. She's probably killing us if I go and strangle that guy when I see him. So So Blacks would have his team cooking up a storm. So they got live music from 8 o'clock in the night. And with all they say, we going up until 1 o'clock, and that's it. 1 o'clock, Monday morning, that's it. Everybody go home, have a nice day, whatever, take care of yourself, God bless you. That's what it is. When does it start? It starts at like 9 o'clock in the morning, because on the breakwater itself, because this thing is spread throughout the lower part of Sateers, but on the breakwater itself, um, you have Blacks, and he's gonna be there. He has live band music there, plus a DJ going to be there also. But he has bar, solid bar. No, the bar is not free. No, none of the bars are free. You have to buy your drinks, but the food is going to be there. Ooh, as I say, in a plateau. Yeah, food is really going to be there, and then we have Sugar. Yeah, with her little experience there. I don't call it a restaurant. I don't call it a bar. I just call it an experience, because you have to go there to her place to experience the place. It is so homely, so cozy, so nice. It's in Sateers, but yet still out of Sateers. You're not exposed to the noise, craziness like that. You can just sit there and just get lost in your old world at Sugar's place. She's gonna have barbecue and a number of other special stuff. Yeah, that is what. Let me see if I can pull up here and be able to tell you a couple of things from different places. All right, so let me see if I can start. Where do I start with this? Okay. All right, there's some flyers that can be noted and should be noted and is noted. Okay, right. So we're going to start with Shermy, as in Shermy White. Now you're probably saying, well, Shermy, I thought she's coming from Four. Yes, but she is coming from Four, but she's part of St. Patrick's. She's part of Sateers. She's part of the vibes. So it's good. Great. We have Shermy. And she would be right in that junction there, close to the Joints Bar. Yeah. And her menu, very interesting menu. Roast pig. And based on my information, when speaking to Shermy, she be roasting 2 pigs. All right? So you have roast pig, rice, and cuckoo. So roll rice and roll cuckoo, right? Conky, green salad, barbecue chicken, breadfruit salad, black-eyed peas and rice, and of course the drinks is on sale. And she, as I tell you, is in that junction there at the bottom, Low Town junction there. That's where you're gonna find Shermy. So just look for her. So it promises to be a special occasion by Shermy. All right, so that's Shermy, and then who's the next one I got here? Chef de Ouvroir. So downtown, that's opposite the bus terminal. Yeah. They have cuckoo, they have callaloo, they have fall foot waters, they have stewed chicken, they have rice and peas. All right, so you can get that there, and of course, solid bar waits you there. That's on Sunday. Yeah, this Sunday, the first Sunday in February. Yeah, of course, the first Sunday in February. Let me see what else is here. The St. Patrick's Carnival Development Committee. Yes, they are going to be a part of this also. Let me see what they have. Well, of course, the food is free. All food is free. All right. Pea soup, fish, manish waters, and corn soup. So I guess that's fish waters too. So it's a liquid bar and liquid food. Yeah, pea soup, fish waters, manish waters, and corn soup. All right. So that's going to be provided by the St. Patrick's Carnival Development Committee. They are in on it. Good morning, Andy. How are you doing this morning? Hope that you're having a wonderful DAY. And we move on. Well, also on the terminal, we've got culture. We've got drumming. And then we have the St. Patrick's African Warrior Dancers. That's Trudy and her team. Morning, Trudy. How you doing? How's the ranch going, girl? All right. And other cultural acts. All right. So you can catch that. And that we expect that to be down at the bus terminal. Righty. As we move along. The band, Fahrenheit Band, they're gonna be performing live. Yeah, man, got that locked. They'll be performing live from 8 p.m. until 9:30, I think. They're gonna be performing, and so you look out for them. They're gonna be part of the action, where I think it's where Blacks is located at the Breakwater itself. So they have at the Breakwater. They have free breakfast. And free breakfast will be from 9, and I guess food lunch and so will be from like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But free breakfast, they have all fours, they have dominoes, and they have music, of course, by Top DJ. So check that out. What else have we got here? Let's see. Let's check out this one. All right. Okay, this one's at Calico's car park. And what have we got here? Oil dong, rice and peas, stew chicken, curry chicken, pea soup. That's all at Calico's car park. Who's doing this one here? Boy, who's doing this? Not seeing a name on the flyer. Or am I blind? Okay, but here we go. Next one. Yes, let's try the next one and see. All right. This one is who? What's okay, but there's gonna be cuckoo at this one, rice and peas, lamby waters, oil dung, dry pea soup, stew pork, stew turkey, downtown Sateers. And this one here says, Abby's Place. Abby's located on the bus terminal, so you can go there and look up Abby. And on her menu for that day, Abby has barbecued lamby, rice and peas, provision, pumpkin, stew pork, cuckoo, soup. Think it's gonna be pea soup. I don't know. Could be turkey soup. She liked to cook turkey soup. And barbecue chicken. That's gonna be available to Abby, and she's got a beautiful bar. So look for the blue and yellow booth, right, on the bus terminal. Yeah, that's Abby. All right. Who else is here? Mama's Hideout. Okay. Behind the Sateers Fish Market. Yeah. Morning, Deva. And Deva, girl, how you doing? Everything good? Nice. Hope you. Well, no, today's not really the best of day for you. I know that. Yeah. Laying your brother to rest today. Peace, my sister. One love. Keep your head up, yeah? And keep that smile. That smile that you rarely ever give to anybody. Yeah, not many people have seen you smile, but keep the head up and realize that you've got a lot of friends around you who care about you, who love you, as you lay your brother to rest today. But nonetheless, she is going to have on her menu rice and peas, turtle, crab, iguana, and more. All right. So look out for that. She may have lamby and lobster too. You never know. All right. So it's gonna be like a beach party down there by Endeavor, Mama's Hideout. Yeah. All right. What else? Who else? Yeah. Who else do we have? La 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 ba ba la 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 la. That's it. That's all I have. Oh, yeah. Well, this is the one that you have to look out for. Oh, I can tell you. Um, there'll be there'll be a number of companies organizing tasting. I think the breweries is going to be doing tasting. Woodman will be doing tasting. Uh, Creamy Ice Cream will be doing some tasting too. Um, who else will be doing tasting? I don't remember anybody else doing tasting. But you'd have to look for these different places that they offer you a taste, so you can decide whether or not that is something that you need to follow. And you have to look out for. You must look out for. Oh, Freya, good morning. How you doing? Freya is cooking crab in all shapes, fashion, and size, all kind of thing. Crab. She also told me she's making crab waters. I don't know how they do that. I don't know, but she said that she's making crab waters too. In any event, you have to look out for the best booth. It'll be Robert White and Andre Donald, and look out for that one right in front of Calico. Yeah, right alongside it, right by Calico. You look out for that one. It'll be there. It'll be, yeah. You'll be surprised when you get there as to what. And everything would have been organized by Andre and Robert. I hope that you appreciate it when you come. Yeah, I really do hope you appreciate it when you come. So, what else? Oh, here's something. The organizing committee, they have basically they have permission to do this, and no vending will be allowed. No, absolutely no vending at all will be allowed. If you have a business place within the parameters of the whole thing, no one can stop you. No one can stop you. But no vending. So you cannot leave and come and set up and you're vending. No, 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 no. That will not be allowed on the Sunday. No vending allowed whatsoever. All right. What else? What else? What else? I don't think there's anything else except make sure you're there. Oh, BJ's here. Good morning, BJ. How you doing?
Morning, Andre.
How are you, sir?
I am fine, thank you.
All right. Are you going to be here on Sunday in the Breakwater Food Festival? Are you going to come on down? Come on down.
Definitely, Andre.
Oh, you're going to be there.
The Breakwater Food Fest wouldn't go on without me. Don't look at me like that.
What do you mean it wouldn't go on without you?
Come on, you think I have to get a little blessings from me?
Oh, please. You think I have to get blessings from you?
Of course. I must say it's a good initiative, though.
Yeah?
Yeah. When Nabi first wrote to me about it, I thought, wow, the idea is really good. And this can grow into something really massive.
I believe that it is another event that can grow pretty much inside of St. Patrick. And they're going to stick it to the organizers. They've decided to stick it to the Independence Calypso competition. So, like next year, God's will, BJ, I can tell folks. Let's give me a minute here. We can slip quickly into 2027, and I can tell folks that based on looking at the calendar, the event next year will be on January let's see, so the Saturday the 2nd of January. No. I'm going too much into there. Okay, so yeah, we're here. On Saturday the 30th of January next year, God's will be the Calypso competition. If everything stays true to form, Saturday the 30th of January will be the Calypso competition. So therefore, the 31st of January, which is a Sunday, will be the next Breakwater Food Festival. because it always will fall the Sunday after the Calypso competition. So the Calypso competition is a Saturday, and the Calypso competition is usually the last Saturday before Independence. Right. So at least you know when next year one is going to be already, and that's good. But I expect it to be something good. What I would really want next year, God's will, the organizers need to rope in people like yourselves, BJ, a bit closer, so one gets to know what different farmers in the in the parish, what they produce. So maybe what they can do is to maybe include it as a sort of a Sunday morning market where people can get stuff to purchase to go home to cook themselves. Maybe not on that Sunday because there will be food, but for other days in the week, so they can come and produce. If you selling bananas on that day at a special price and not as expensive as how you're selling. Yeah, but you selling bananas at a special price. People get bananas. People who have yams and different things, and have a Sunday morning market, and make that a part of the Breakwater Food Festival. But it looks like something that can grow. It really does.
I cannot see it regressing.
Yeah, I can't see it regressing myself.
And I think the idea is good, and initiative like that, we should support it.
Well, yeah, we need to support initiatives like that, most definitely. The it's a brainchild. The brainchild is as they say, give them people their flowers before they're dead. But the brainchild is that of Kenny Lyle Singh.
Yeah, always thinking. Not like about Kenny, he always thinking monetarily.
Well, yes, most definitely. He's always thinking like that.
And I think the idea is good, and I think St. Patrick's is a special place, and just having that food fest at the Breakwater. I mean, there is so much to look at outside when you're standing by the Breakwater. It's just a unique place. St. Patrick's is unique, always saying that.
Well, you see, and hey, the Breakwater itself on that night, it'll be lit with torches. All right, so Hubert White, I think, is the one responsible for that. He's going to light the entire Breakwater with torches. Have it on like bottles,
bamboo poles or something.
beer bottles, bamboo poles, and have it the length of the Breakwater. That piece there.
Why not? We can do it some natural lighting on that day.
Yeah. So that's
gonna be fine.
So it should be a fine day. I'm looking for. Well, I think I found. I'm not looking. I have to go visit the people this morning to get some 20 pounds of potatoes. Yeah. So I need to get 20 pounds of potatoes, and then to mix with that, I'd have to get because I think it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So if I have 20 pounds of potatoes, then I have to get about 10 pounds of tanyas to mix with that for the pudding thingy, to make potato pudding. And Dalton is supposed to get me some cassava to do same, but I have not heard from Dalton. I know, well, let me not say I haven't heard from Dalton. He's gone to St. Vincent. He had to rush up to St. Vincent. So, I don't know. But definitely the potatoes are, and the tanyas, that's on a lockdown at this point in time. Yeah. So it promises to be good.
Yes.
Promises to be good.
And I have one advice for you.
What's that?
As soon as you finish the food fest on Sunday, a synopsis need to be done, and we should start promoting the other one.
Well, the chairman is Kenny Lyle Singh. He's the one.
Yes, and start to promote the other one. And that's the only way we can basically maximize the full potential of that, by starting early.
Do it early, put different things in place.
Yes, put all the logistics in place early.
Yeah. Something is taking place, and before we get into the full blown agriculture talk, BJ, something is taking place, and I had my say on it earlier this morning and I want to know how you feel about it. I'm hearing information has reached me that we are having two shows in St. Patrick on the same night. One in Chantemelle, one in Full. What's your words on that? What do you say to that?
It's two big shows. Those shows normally do very well. We just can get together as a team. When I say we, it's St. Patrick's. I'm saying that the promoters need to sit and decide, which are the days that we have in the shows, but we shouldn't have two of them on the same day. It's kind of forceful for the people who want to patronize. You can't go to two of them at the same time. So, and you would like to support both. So it'd be nice that if the promoters can come to some form of compromise and we can change the date, that shouldn't be so difficult for people to do. I mean, the objective is to make money, and having two of them on the same night may compromise one.
Well, or may compromise both
It's quite
because
possible.
it's going to be, to begin with, not even the show yet, but it's going to be a logistical nightmare for the police.
Yes, and
And I doubt whether or not the police, because both shows are being promoted for the 1st of August, and I doubt whether or not, BJ, the police will give permission for both.
I'm saying that we need to let
Yeah.
good sense prevail
Yeah,
here.
they need to sit, and the promoters need to sit and
Yes.
talk and say, okay, fine, here's what. Or maybe say, okay, fine, here's what's going to happen. Let's flip a coin. The person who wins gets to go on the 1st of August. The person who loses chooses another date, and the person who gets the 1st of August help me promote mine on that date. Simple as that.
Why not, Andre?
Just flip a coin. So you have you can get somebody to flip a coin. You could both be standing by the road and see your bus pass it and say, hey, come on. Take out that coin in your bag there and flip that coin first. Let's see what happens. Heads, tails, we call, blah.
It's life, Andre. Sometimes you have to have some form of compromise in order to achieve the objective that you set out to do. Sometimes you have to do that. Life is not in, concrete and steel,
True that.
More fluid than
True
that.
that. So I wanted this morning, BJ, for us to have a conversation, to begin our conversation, because I haven't seen Dr. Antoine Dalton. I told you is up in St. Vincent. I haven't seen Dr. Antoine. Sent him the link already. But I wanted us to start this morning, BJ, looking at MNIB. It's been what? 3 years, almost 3 years now that they've been closed?
Yes. It's 3 years, more or less.
3 years, more or less, that the MNIB have been closed. And we were promised, citizens of Grenada were promised that, hey, we're going to be looking into this and reorganizing, because it has not been making monies. It's been bleeding the consolidated funds. So we need to look at this because it was not being run properly. We blame the government before because they know they're doing. All these sorts of things were said, PJ. 3 years later, we heard not too very long ago, the Prime Minister did come out and say something about not being able to find the records. And I'm like, bloody hell, guy, you told us at the beginning, but the records showed that, things were not happening. Now you're saying that you can't find the records. That doesn't make sense to us. That's like, same story, two different stories coming from one mouth. That really and truly didn't make sense. So we still at the point, BJ. I don't know, you probably can tell us what arm of MNIB is functioning now.
Well, Andre, they still buy bits and stuff here and there throughout the country. And they have selected farmers that they buy from and they sell over. But the scale at which they used to purchase goods, that more or less fade away. And the whole purpose of marketing board, that seems to dissipate. The whole idea about doing something with marketing board, I think nationally, that was a cry. among all farmers, among all Grenadians. We think that marketing board needed to be resuscitated. However, we singing the same tune, but the melodies are different. The manner in which we set out to do it, Andre, that found wanting. We were told that, hang on, we're going to look at marketing board, we're going to shut it down, we're going to pay the people that is there, and we'll start afresh. That, okay, I'm going along with that if you think that that's a better thing to do. But you had 3 years, and you're more or less at the same spot. We're not moving. And that is upsetting. That is destabilizing. That is demoralizing. You can't really deal with your agriculture sector in that manner. That is short change. Marketing board is too important an entity in order to be treated in that manner. It's serving more or less quite a bit of farmers. Marketing board had served me very, very well. And I don't see why we're dealing with it in the manner in which we are dealing with it now. We can't do better than that.
Because, I don't want anyone to mistake this for what I call political bacchanal. That is not my intention here. My intention here is to find out for the farmers and other people who have been contributing to marketing board, which means selling those people who confectioners and so on, who've been with marketing board for a while, for a long while. My thing is about them. We have a caller. Good morning. How you doing? Good morning. Hello. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Andre Donald.
How are you doing, my dear?
Not too bad. No, good morning to you and Renita.
Yeah. Talk to me.
Mr. Andre Donald, this agriculture morning, this morning. I want you to do me a favor. Ask the people in the ministry of agriculture to come and hold them monkey there. The monkey throwing people close up the line. This morning, you see how much of them and jumping in and out of your face. Gone next door to the next door neighbor. Jumping around the man house, throwing up, and you have a gang out there. Everybody watching them. They must come and hold them. They must come and hold it. If you kill it, they go charge us for killing them. 3 monkey,
Okay.
3 of them. One there in Simani house right now.
One in somebody's house?
Yes, and next door neighbor of mine. Before I take the bus, I watching it. He's throwing out the man clothes and the line.
Wow.
They have to come and hold them animal, man. They're dangerous. People could poison them, They could poison and it's about 4 of them. They're going from house to house and distressing people. I'm begging, please.
Okay.
A man saying it's about $3,000 for one. What is it, $3,000 for one? People come and hold it now. You can't leave nothing in your veranda, nothing.
Okay.
And they get violent now because they can't get food to eat.
Okay.
Good morning to Mr. Watson and Patty and everybody. Good morning.
Yeah,
Andrea, what's going on now? Later. So try to do for me, please.
Yes, darling.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, great. It's Realist 91. So you heard it there from Camille Theresa Scott. Those monkeys, they're really, really becoming a huge nuisance now. They're becoming a huge nuisance now, those monkeys. Well, let's see what can happen. And I wish somebody can call me and tell me exactly what, give suggestions of what, outside of killing them, because you can't promote that. No, you don't want to do that. But how do we capture them and probably relocate them to somewhere else? I don't know. maybe somebody might know how to do that. BJ, that was your girl Cammy on the phone. She's having serious problems with the monkeys again.
It happens, Andre.
Happens?
Yes, when you go to Barbados, monkey seems to be a pest, just like mongoose and those things. And they can be very tormentive. I've seen.
I had the experience in Barbados, waking up in the morning and not knowing that monkeys are a problem in Barbados. I woke up the morning and I went back inside the room to get something. And BJ, you won't believe, by the time I come back outside of the room, I had some bananas on top of the fridge. And I saw two monkeys strolling outside with my bananas.
Mm.
They took them?
Yes, Andre. I've seen a guy put up a scarecrow to get rid of monkeys in Barbados. And the monkey was sitting very close to the scarecrow, eating the guy's stuff right there.
It did not work, I guess.
No, it didn't work, Andre. The monkey knows a scarecrow.
Yes, scarecrow is like, who you trying that stupid is you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So monkeys can be a problem, Andre. It can be a problem.
So yeah, I was talking about the MNIB and I was saying to folks that I hope you don't think that I'm making political noise again or political. I'm having a go at any political party per se, but the truth is the truth.
Andrew, we need to fix marketing board.
Yeah.
Marketing board needs to be fixed and fixed properly, whereby it can work in the interest of the farmers and work in the interest of the country, work in the interest of the agriculture sector. This is what it was built for in the first case, is to ensure that a farmer who produces stuff can alleviate the problem of having to market his stuff, because to farm and market at the same time, it's a difficult task. Because if you're going outside there and do your marketing all the time, how are you going to get the time to farm? So it was basically built for taking bulk goods off for the farmers. So the farmers doesn't have to worry about, where you're going to dispose 20,000 pounds of watermelon. You can basically put that burden on marketing board. Hence the reason when marketing board is paying a reduced price for agricultural items, I don't force and I don't blame them too much, because they can have a bit of loss here, losses here and there. However, marketing board, without marketing board, you have a void, you have a problem, Andre. A lot of farmers, Andre, they have this stuff on the farm, know that they cannot get it sale, can't find sale for it. But knowing that you have marketing board there who used to just pick up those large quantity of stuff and get rid of it for you, some of the farmers don't know where to turn, Andre. The stuff has been spoiling on the farm. And I'm saying that we basically cannot send people and work and farm outside there, and we cannot help them market this stuff. Everybody trying to market the same thing. This is chaotic, Andre. We need to have a central place where we market our stuff. The hotel shouldn't be buying stuff. I mean, yes, they can buy from farmers because that's the pattern, but that shouldn't be happening, Andre. The hotels and the supermarkets and almost all the entities that buy large quantity of stuff should be getting it from marketing board.
Well, okay, I
in that way, Andre, you're more assured as to what it is you're getting if you handle the entire system correctly. You can trace, you can have traceability, you can basically get good stuff, you can get HACCP certified goods, knowing that the goods that you are giving your customers are, meet international standard. Those are the things that we need to do. And marketing would have the space, they have the logistics, and they have the personnel. What they don't have is proper management.
Okay. Because I love the fact that you are saying people should be purchasing more from marketing board than from the farmers themselves.
Yes, because Andre marketing board should have the right transportation to distribute those things. It's going to be difficult for a farmer to buy a refrigerated truck because of the cost and based on what it is set out to do. However, there are certain goods that you expect to be delivered in refrigerated trucks. And marketing board should be able to have those logistics in place so they ensure that whatever they deliver is fresh and meet international standard. In fact, some of the cruise ship that come here, they should be buying stuff off a marketing board. They do buy stuff.
BJ, you taking this on to another level?
No.
Yeah, but
because I had basically inquiries from cruise ship if we can supply them with specific stuff like when they come in our country. So I don't see why marketing board cannot take that up and ensure that they have these things in place, work in conjunction with the Ministry of Agriculture and the farmers, and ensure that we always have those things. Andre, it's all about making money. It's all about owning foreign exchange. It's all about ensuring that when somebody produces something that they can sell it. In that way, you're motivating them. In that way, you're giving the whole system impetus. You're giving it energy to grow and to move forward. And this is the problem that we have in. We don't think about country. It's all about self. It's all about personality. It's all about friend and company. Andre, this starts at the top, If you have the right people, you can get the job done. If you have the wrong people, no matter what you do, you're not getting the job done, Think about it, Andre. Just think about it. The proper selection and placement of people is the key to success and good management. However, Andre, the manner in which we select people to be on those boards, to run those entities, that is changing the population. That found one thing. Because, Andre, it's all about friend. It's all about who you know. It's not about the ability to do the job. And that's what we have to think about first. Do that person has the ability to do what is necessary to get maximum output? Well, Andre is not your friend that come in and saying, I'm short of a little money here, my salary is not enough, and this person campaigned for me in the last election, so I have to ensure that I give them some. Andre, destroying your country by doing things like that, by reasoning that way. You're destroying your country. And you're destroying a lot of important sectors. You're chipping away on a lot of very, very, very useful pillars.
BJ, though the idea that you've just given, marketing board purchasing from all farmers and being quote unquote the main distributor.
Yes, that's what should be happening.
That happens in St. Vincent, doesn't it?
Yes, in a lot of places. Not just St. Vincent, you have central market system.
Yeah.
Whereby farmers grow this stuff. You have a central place that takes it as at a reduced price, because remember, it's risky business. And they have, they're dealing with bulk. So you don't expect them to pay the same price as if you're, retailing. However, marketing board loses purpose. They lost the purpose, Andre. And that is the problem. Andre, I have outgrown marketing board, but I'm so grateful to the great marketing board. Hadn't it been for marketing board, our farm was not going to be where it is today. They basically helped us a lot with regard to marketing board during the initial stage of my farm. Let me give you an example, Andre. 20, 30 years ago, I had a contract with marketing board to supply watermelon. Watermelon used to be like $1 per pound. That's what they used to pay for it, $1 per pound. And they would take 5,000 pounds every week.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes.
And you were able to supply?
I was able to supply for years. And for years, I've been making $5,000 just from watermelon for marketing board. Actually did some manuals as to how to grow watermelon because I realized that most of the farmers have difficulty growing it. And I distributed it to, the farmers around La Poultry Paul's, conference area. And they started growing watermelon. Well, we had an overproduction of watermelon at a time. And Andre, the price moved from what? $1 to 90 cents. That was okay. I didn't mind that because I'm only losing 10 cents on every pound, though it adds up. However, Andre, the quantity decreased too. They don't want 5,000 pounds no longer. So the price drop and the quantity drop. Well, it means I have to get out of business. You understand what I'm
So
saying?
that's why you stopped doing watermelon.
Well, that's why I stopped the watermelon. You can't drop the price and drop the quantity. If you drop the price, you need to increase the quantity. And think about the time. This is 30 years ago. And 30 years after, this is what it reached to. And I'm saying that you can see something wrong with the entity that is disposing, that is selling this stuff. They have issues because everything would have gone up by 300-400% in the last 30 years, and the price going down for the produce. You can't tell people go on farm when you're doing those things on them. That's a recipe to lose money. That's a recipe for failure. That formula does not add up.
You have a caller. Morning.
Hello, morning.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Hi, Andrew. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
I'm Senior Troy.
Hey, what happened, man?
Good.
Sure, you know you're live on the radio, right?
Yes, I know.
Okay, just making sure you know.
Yeah, I'm calling you because I have an opportunity from farmers in Grenada. Kayak Line, the guy Richie, they are looking for agricultural produce for Carrefour. It's a consistent market, and they're looking for persons who have from herbs to fruits, vegetables. They both come 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and they can ship from the port, Carrefour Port to St. George's on a weekly basis. So I have a contact where they can use to call, and by doing so, they can establish a good business with the kayak line. Because of course, you know that Carrefour don't have that ability to produce as much for themselves.
Yeah.
So instead of they bringing items that they cannot, that is restricted, like tomatoes, pineapples, peppers, we're seeing how we can get a market for them. The contact is 419-1497.
1497?
Yes, 419-1497.
And what produce are they looking for?
Richie,
what produce are they looking for, Troy?
Everything that they use in Carrefour, because remember they're importing all of the produce from Trinidad. So tomatoes, peppers, both type of peppers, cabbages, pineapples, herbs and spices, citruses and fruits, banana planting. Well, Mr. BJ, you don't have only banana and planting there, so I think you should also call them. That's a show market, you know. So instead of they bringing items that will cause pest risk, there's an opportunity for many farmers within Grenada to provide herbs and fruits and vegetables, banana planting, you name it, for Carrefour.
All right. Do you think
coconut?
Even coconuts. Do you think I can give Richie a call and probably have a program with him one of these Thursday mornings?
Yes, you can do that. I think he's I'm not sure if he should be up in Carrefour today. What today? Thursday? He should be up in Carrefour today on the boat. Tomorrow they're coming down. But you can have a conversation with him because that's important.
But that's a good initiative here and something that the farmers for some farmers can look forward to.
That is what I'm hoping that we would get from that. So we're trying to provide an alternative instead of they're getting items from Trinidad that might have just pest or pineapple pest or pepper pest and diseases. So it's an opportunity for them to explore the local market because there are farmers who have things here that cannot be sold at real value, Foodland, Rams and IGA or in the the hotels.
Yeah.
That's an opportunity for them to establish a consistent market. And of course, you don't have to wait to get your pay. You're getting paid
Instantly.
Exactly.
Instantly. Okay. Well, that's nice, and thanks for calling, Troy. I've heard you, man. You owe us a visit.
No, I'm on the ground. I'm on the ground. A lot of work is taking place, and
Okay.
I'm busy. But I will make some time. We'll have a conversation
Yes,
on coconuts
definitely.
going forward, pest management going forward, because we're trying to get a couple things
Troy,
to ensure.
Troy, I didn't get my share of coconut plants, eh?
You have not?
No.
Well, I will definitely look into it because uh, we have we have shipment coming in.
Oh, you have a shipment coming
Yeah,
in.
we have shipment coming in. We had the Mexican was here sometime before Christmas, and we realized that shipping issues was a major contribution to the poor germination.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
we have some germination to establish a plot, but not to give farmers with as what we was expecting to.
Okay.
So that's why we have just been a bit quiet. But come August for sure, this time we can reach as far as pretty much with planting material.
Well, you better give me my share of coconuts.
No.
Come on. All right. But it's nice hearing you, Troy. So you link up with me whenever you're ready, man.
All right then, no problem.
Okay, take care, sir. God bless.
Okay.
All right, great. Our good friend Troy there, BJ.
Yes, Andrew.
And giving an opportunity to farmers, you think you can benefit from that also?
Or
you have too much on your hand to handle?
Well, I don't have a market for what I don't have a problem in market for what I'm doing now.
For what you're doing now?
No,
Okay.
however, but I know a lot of farmers who have issues with regard to marketing. And not just that, Andre. You see, if you have a market, a guaranteed market,
Yeah.
people will go on farm because they know they can dispose the produce here or there. But when you don't have those, you're basically gambling, basically, whooping. If you connect, you connect. You really cannot farm that way. You cannot live that way. That's not a sustainable way to live.
The number that you can call and ask to speak to Richie, 419-1494. And they're basically looking for all produce from Grenada, even coconuts. I don't think we have that much.
Even
coconut.
that, Andre, that person shouldn't be calling around for individual farmers to dispose their item to them. They should be contacting marketing board. And marketing board should be able to say, hang on a weekly basis, I'm able to supply you with X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
One central place. It makes everything easier. The logistics, everything. It makes it easier. You should be able to get the cheapest stuff from marketing board also,
Right back to where we started. Marketing board. We need it.
Too important an entity, Andre.
To just not have it.
To don't pay particular attention and emphasis, Andre, to that sector. Marketing board is very, very important.
Got another caller. Morning. Oops, lost that one. Sorry. Can call back 442-0975. No, 0175. What's wrong with me this morning? Am I going bonkers? BJ?
That's okay.
Yeah, that's all right?
Yeah.
No, that's not okay.
No, it's all right for your brain to trip from time to time.
Okay.
It means that you're using it. When you're not tripping, you're not using it.
Thanks, BJ. I really appreciate that.
I'm telling you.
That made me feel so good when I'm not using it. Okay.
When you're not using it, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Okay.
When you start making mistakes and not using the right word, I know something is happening.
Something is happening in the bin.
Yeah.
All right, we got the caller back. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Donald.
Good morning.
I'm just calling to tell you good morning. You say I don't call you. So I'm calling to say good morning, Mr. Donald.
But I don't even know who it is. The voice I don't.
You don't know who it is?
No.
The lady, what does call you?
Wow. There's so many ladies who call.
Yeah, I'm just you forget me already. Good morning, Mr. Donald.
Good morning.
Yeah. Have a blessed day.
All right, you too.
Okay.
All right, great. BJ, that one had me stunned. The brain really woke in this morning. The brain woke in a lot of things, so you can't even recognize familiar voices.
That's okay.
That brain is not a good brain.
It happens.
It happens.
Yeah.
442-0175. Those are the digits, friends, that you can dial if you were thinking about, speaking to us about something this morning. I just started the conversation about the MIB because I really believe that we need to hear something. Have you? What's the most recent thing, BJ, you've heard as it relates to MNIB?
Andre, they had a committee
Mhm.
that they put in place to look at marketing board. In fact, they said that they wanted to call it a new name, not marketing board, and do things differently. But for the last 12 months or so, that committee is in place. But what tangible coming out of that? I'm not seeing anything. It's the same operation, same program, same everything.
Marketing board was a statutory body.
I think still is.
And still is. Well, it still is. Yeah. But NAWASA is a statutory body, but NAWASA runs pretty okay.
Yes.
What else is a statutory body in Grenada? Grenlec?
Yes.
Yeah, I think Grenlec is a statutory. It belongs to government.
Also, I think NIS too.
Yeah, NIS belongs there. So one cannot say that marketing board is a reflection of statutory bodies in Grenada, because maybe the only other statutory body that's giving a bit of bother right now is Gravel and Concrete.
Well, is the nature of marketing board. Remember, Gravel and Concrete say they are dealing with items that don't spoil. The gravel and the stone and whatever, the sand can stay there for a while and nothing really happens to it. You have NIS every month, people pays money, so you need not bother about that too much. Now I say every month people pay the bills. So with MNIB, you deal with perishable items. So chances are the risk that involve in trading with those commodities is high. That's a high risk business. And chances are you may have issues from time to time with regard to disposing. However, you were given specific items. The goods that are most widely consumed in our country is sugar, rice, and those things. Andre, milk. How comes you are given those, you have a monopoly now on those items?
Yeah,
How comes,
on loose rice,
sugar, milk,
and milk.
Yeah. So how comes you're not making money? Even if you're having issue with regard to disposing some of your vegetables
make
and
money.
stuff, you should be. I don't say in your mosque, but you
You
should
must
be.
make money. I ain't even
Yeah,
saying
because
should.
I
You
mean,
must make
many
money.
times I go to marketing board and there's large quantity of sugar and stuff there, and by the time I go another week or two later, that disappear. And I was like, wow, this is moving very fast.
But marketing board had a thing. I know it was happening here in Sates, where they cooked on site, and what they did was on purchasing the stuff. So in shipping, let us say, suppose that they go to a farmer and they purchase tanyas or yams or whatever. And on final inspection, before they put out, they realize, hold on, this one is that has a little cut here that we missed. So they used to cook these things. It's not bad. It's not they just cut out the ear and they cook. So they had a functioning little kind of a eating
Kitchen
parlor,
going on.
kitchen going. That too was supposed to make money.
Andre, that should be making money. But as I said, it all boils down to management, Andre. Marketing board should be providing the cheapest food for the people of St. Patrick's.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be competing with anybody.
Exactly. Andre, how many times do we come to Sates and all you need is some banana and saltfish?
Yeah.
And you can't find. Somebody has some rice and chicken and pie, and you goes to the other place the same thing. Yeah. And you want something different, you want something local. Which entity that is promoting that? Marketing board should be promoting that, to grow what you eat and eat what you grow.
Nice cold glass of gospel juice.
Every given time.
You should have that.
Every given time, Andre, you should be able to get those from marketing board. But it's all about management. It's all about how you perceive life. It's all about understanding the realities. of what is required. Andre, we're not. We are just going through the motion. We're just playing games. The entity survive, we get our pay, and at the end of the month, that's it. We don't care about, whether it, sink or float. You can't live that way. Andre, you have to have a certain level of patriotism in order to work in certain places, If you're not thinking about country, then you have issues.
And something I'd say to the powers that be is that the truth, it doesn't silence anybody,
Nope.
Or it doesn't weaken an institution. And
No.
what weakens the institution is the silence. And so now that there's been such a long silence as it relates to marketing board, BJ, people are not, well, they definitely entrust in marketing board, and they're really wondering, and they're not trusting the government.
Yes, Andre.
To do the correct thing. They're not trusting. So the longer they let this play out, I dare say, is the more people are not going to trust them.
Silence can breed, disappointment and hatred, Andre. You need to be careful. You have to know when to speak. And if your people want information, if they are dying for information, relevant information, and you're not giving them, they will start to speculate. And sometimes you won't like the speculations, Your speculations, these speculations about you they might think you are incompetent. Andre, we couldn't do better in marketing board. We need to fix that entity. That entity is not difficult to fix. We have the largest.
I was never thinking, BJ, that it is something that is difficult to fix.
Not at all.
I'm never thinking that.
Andre, where is the juice bar in Sotes?
A juice bar?
Yeah.
We don't have one.
Exactly. I should be going to marketing board in Sotes or St. Patrick's, wherever, and get 10 different kinds of juice when they come. And I can choose which one I want. And I should be paying $2 or $3 for a big glass.
No, you're correct. Because BJ, I mean, you buy a soda for $5.
Yeah. 16 and what? Quite a bit of ounces, almost 16 ounces.
Yeah, for $5. And you probably would pay more than $5 for a glass of juice.
Yes.
And I remember one time, Anthony, who used to be here with me on mornings, tell us what, we calculated, BJ, how much it would cost to make a 16-ounce glass of juice. And it worked out to about 75 cents,
Yes.
to make. And that 16-ounce glass of juice, you're selling it for $5 and more.
Yeah, exactly. So you're making quite a bit of money.
But not only that, BJ, my thing is that you're not just making money, but when you sell me that in a glass, yeah, I have to do so and sit there and drink it comfortably. If I buy a soda, I drink some and I walk with the rest. Although now I see some people putting the local juice in bottles. That is good. But I still think that it is too expensive. But then again, they say the sugar costs a lot. Good morning. How you doing?
Morning, Andre.
What up, Minister?
Morning, BJ.
Morning, boss.
Yeah, as we on marketing board, my problem with the NDC, where the people carries, Pat. As the man coming forward, the man was eager to get rid of marketing board. Why is he? I don't know. Still wondering what was the problem. As he coming forward, he want to get rid of marketing board, but on the other hand, you want more bishop. More bishop will need you. More bishop, but more bishop child. You want to kill it. Marketing board was a child of the people who are government, and they can kill it. I want to ask myself, what happened that the young man, as he come in power, the man whole idea was to kill marketing board. They were calling man political terrorist, because killing marketing board. If the poor farmers you killing.
True.
If the poor farmers you killing. When marketing board established, I work a year with marketing board, Andre. Going around the country with the farmers and pig breastfoot and all that things. Work a whole year with that. Or you could say marketing board are making money. Marketing board control all milk, all sugar, all them things there.
Yeah.
But you could say they're making money. I feel, I don't know, that man had some grievance against marketing board. Some grievance.
Maybe he got bad service when he went there one day before he became prime minister. Maybe he got some bad service.
I understand marketing board win a case against him. So,
say that again.
Allegedly, I hear.
Rastaman, say that again a little louder for me to hear, because I don't think I heard you.
I understand marketing board beat him in a case. They win the case. So, he come in power, he go kill marketing board.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Rather interesting.
Well, BJ, 13 years now. Remember when me and the boss buy the banana plant and thing from you?
Yes, remember.
And my brother, I still have them plants, After the hurricane gone there, I had some old stool and manual them after a couple of months, they bring up some sucker. I plant them about 100 and something suckers. If you see some bunches, my brother.
God bless, man.
If you see some bunch, I standing up and behind the bananas. Some serious bunches. So, well, I'm listening you all the time. Bless up.
All right, then, one love. Good. BJ, 13 years ago, and the person still has the plant?
Yes, he shouldn't
what
disappear.
Plants you brought in?
Those plants are brought in from Israel.
How big are the bunches supposed to be?
15 hands.
Wow. What more? I was speaking to someone last night, and the person said to me that the government, and not necessarily this government, but governments do so much for agriculture. But agriculture does not do enough for itself. And I thought I'd ask you that question this morning. Does that make any sense?
Which government that does so much for agriculture?
The one before?
And this one?
Doesn't, well.
I thought government was a continuum. All those videos only say those things, and then when it suits us. Government is a continuation, a continuum. Don't say what this person was doing. We take it up and we run with it and X, Y, and Z. Andre, the proper selection and placement of people is the key to good management. When we select or elect the kind of people we have as our leaders, when they decide to make foolishness with our entities of importance, don't blame nobody else, but blame ourselves. We have some people who are not capable, incapable kinds of people that we just put to run our show. And when the show don't run well, we start blaming everybody else but ourselves. Andre, I'm saying that we need to be careful as to the people that we are electing in office, because the policies and stuff comes from those people. And if they are not thinkers, if they are not innovators, if they don't listen, if they don't have no country at heart, then how are we going to make progress? How we come up with the right formula? We wouldn't get the right formulas with those people. And this is where the problem is, Andre. We put in the wrong people and expect to get the right result. Well, you don't work like that. Life is a practical process, Andre. And look at it with our entities, our statutory bodies. We hear cocoa not doing well and they're not functioning, blah blah. Nutmeg, same problem. Andre, nothing wrong with the name of those things and them, Nothing wrong with cocoa and nothing wrong with Nutmeg's association, Something wrong with the people they put to manage those things and them.
I don't hear much about nutmegs these days.
They're just there. On life support, on cruise control.
Just like they're
just functioning. You can pay.
There's a new board put
in place. You just can pay the wages on the salary when fortnight and month comes, and you continue to function like that. Andre, those entities need to grow the country. They need to help grow the agriculture sector, not just the government alone. Nutmeg should be rolling out the program for the year. 2026, we intend to plant 300 acres of nutmegs. And this is where the money coming from. These are the farmers we're targeting. This is how we're going to do it. How hard it is to do that. And just some old man was sleeping. They didn't get up yet, from daylight this morning, Those are the kind of What's wrong with you and that?
I don't complain about these people because I'm an early riser. So I'm accustomed to getting up 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm accustomed
Andrew,
to being up
remind
and
him know
about.
what time it is here this morning early. You talk. Andrew, this is where the problem is. The problem is how we decide to structure, how we decide to operate. You understand? This is where the problem is. Implementation. We know shut a man talking in Grenada, People have the best kind of ideas. When it comes to take these ideas and materialize those ideas to come up with something tangible, you can't see those people. Chatterbox. Not that it was to go in office and to win election. Come and tell you they're going to do X, Y, and Z, and we're going to, use truck and pick fruits, and we're going to stop the seaweed from coming in, and we're going to do X, Y, and Z, and we're going to build farm roads and whatever. And 5 years pass, and you can't see nothing happening.
Did this government ever do a farm road that you know about?
Andre, I'm not sure if they understand the word farm road. They must hear about it. What's wrong with you and that?
It's crazy.
If you understand the importance of those things, you will start to do it. You just hear about it, you don't know what it means, you just need to. Andre, we need to get the act together as a people and as a country. We need to grow, we need to develop, we need to be productive, we need to produce. If we don't do those things, we're going to be lagging behind. It's going to hard for us to earn foreign exchange. We're going to lend money, and all we're doing is increasing our debt bill. And then you reach a stage now we can't pay it and we can't service it in our country, have the hand in we throat. We cannot live that way.
But it's interesting, BJ, that for the past 2 years, or for the past couple of years since Minister Lennox Andrew has become minister with responsibility for agriculture, BJ, we've not seen anything that we can say, hey, we ride in the wave with you on this. We have not seen anything.
Because Andrew,
even the coconuts that Troy called out, they had a problem with the coconuts.
We have a system, all right? A system whereby our leader, who's supposed to be basically, the one that give the green light to dissemination of information. And he say, hang on, I will tell you things what I think you need to know, So if you don't need to know certain things, if he needs his belief, you don't need to know certain things, you're not going to know it, I'm saying that this is not the way to live, Andre. You have to be open and transparent and real and stop telling lies. Lies don't grow and develop a country. It's only going to shield you for a temporary period of time. But in the end, the truth going to come up. You can't kill it. The truth will outlive every one of us. How long you going to tell lies for? Andre had tried this morning to hang on. We had some problem with the coconut plant that we just brought in and X1Z. Andre, did you hear talk to him say anything bad about that?
No.
Oh, all you good and all you do good and all you do not tell you about. Andre, he's talking the truth. We have an issue with it and we can have issues. At least we try to do something and we had setbacks. What happened to that? And tell people, hang on, next time I will try to do better because we learn from that. Sometimes you have to pay money to get experience. You have to pay money to learn. And making a mistake and failure is not a problem. It's not the end of the road. You may get a little chastising for it. Yeah. But at the same time, you have to understand that you're doing things and one or two going to go bad. You can't help that. That's okay if you bring some coconut plants and we probably store them in the wrong, under the wrong temperature and we die. We learn from that and we grow. But you're trying to hide it. Why you're trying to hide it? You're wasting time and you're wasting people energy. You're wasting Andre, you're wasting everything. You're wasting your life too, because the farmer that will be waiting on it. He wasting his time believing X, Y, and Z,
Come on straight and say.
Andre, the government said year and a half ago. We're gonna bring in some pineapple plants. BJ, get ready. I would have cleared the lands, waiting on them. They said, BJ, you're getting 5,000. Get the area ready. Cut the area ready. And no plants. Bush growing the land or weeds growing the land for spring. They said, BJ, hold on. They come in April last year. I do the same thing and nothing. I said, let me bring in the plants myself. I brought in the plants in and I planted, Andre, 30,000 pineapple plants. Planted 30,000 pineapple plants in different places throughout Grenada, you know. Some by SGU in True Blue, some in St. David's, Calibini, some in Batway. Andre, had it been another farmer who was waiting, you don't understand, don't have the resources, what was going to happen to him? Time is money, Andre, in farming.
But didn't they bring in some pineapple
Yes.
plants? Whatever happened to that?
They distribute, a few people got. But 70,000 pineapple plants, Andre, this is for one farmer. If you're seriously farming.
How many did you bring in?
30,000.
That's a lot.
Yes.
When you start the harvest?
I will tell you when.
Okay. Off the air, we'll discuss that.
We'll
discuss that. But it's nice to know. But BJ, I want the day to come when I go to buy a pineapple. It's not half of my paycheck.
Andre, those things not supposed to be selling very expensive. Pineapple easy to grow. It's a desert crop. All you take out a pineapple plant and you throw it on the ground, it catch up and start growing on its own. You know, you don't even have to plant it. Just the nature of the plant. And I'm saying it's not difficult to grow. It's very hardy and you don't require plenty of water. So we shouldn't be short of pineapples in Grenada, and a pineapple shouldn't be costing people $20 and $25. Somebody should be buying a pineapple for $5, Andre.
$10 there, and that's it.
Andre, if somebody have 100,000 pineapple plants and sell each pineapple for $5, this is $500,000, you know. 500,000, you know.
You're correct. So if they sell it for $10 a one, that's
$1 million.
right there.
Think about it. Just think about it. So you see how easy you can turn a farmer into a millionaire by putting the right systems and structures in place. And say,
that has to do with the farmer themselves, because some farmers just plain just lazy.
That's okay, but Andre, I understand that. But there are farmers who has the lands. They probably have water close by. They have the resources, but what they're not getting is the proper guidance. When the common marketing board give you, well, I don't even want to go to marketing boards. Let me put a stop here. See, the government would have bring in some pineapple plants, and they tell you nobody can get more than 200 or 300 pineapple plants. Where are you going with that kind of farming?
That ain't making sense.
That don't make no sense. We need to get real. We need to start producing as though we're thinking about food security and basically trying to make money in a sustainable way. We have to. Otherwise, farming wouldn't be making sense. The young generation wouldn't catch on to it.
They wouldn't like it.
Andre, you need to show them 3-4 farmers in St. Patrick's or maybe in Sotés that would have made the millions from farming, you know. If Hubert White was landing his helicopter in McDonald College pasture and have a helipad up there as a farmer, don't you think a lot of people will look up to him?
But they'll want to get involved.
They probably want to fly a helicopter too.
They want to.
Yeah. And the point I'm making is that you have to think big. You have to ensure that the things that the person involved in is sustainable. It makes sense. It makes economic sense. It's formidable. It's not something you have to put on and go and look for another job
but
every Monday morning.
Somebody would say to BJ, we ain't out of space. Yeah.
That's not true. We don't have the space. Andre, that is not true. We have too much space. What we don't have, Andre, is the will to do what is necessary. You don't have enough space to grow, Andre, about 15,000 to 20,000 pineapple plants to an acre, you know. To grow 100,000 pineapple plants, you just need 5 acres of land, you know.
DJ, we gotta take a break. We must take a break for the news. The
All
conversation
right.
so interesting in relation to the pineapples and so on. We're gonna take a break, friends, and we'll be right back. This is Real FM. Stay with us.
From the soil to your soul, we growing real. From the mountain to the sea, farmers working endlessly, planting vine in every row, Grenada's roots forever grow. Sunrise brings the harvest call.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Welcome to the latest update of news as produced by Triple N. We'll have the details when we return.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Hello and welcome back. The Sandals Foundation completed a new solar-powered energy installation at Aruban Methodist School, advancing its commitment to strengthening energy security in Caribbean education. Valued at $33,350 Eastern Caribbean dollars, the project was commemorated at a handover ceremony with school administrators, community partners, and education stakeholders. In the region in Jamaica, Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton called on the food industry to provide better choices as the Heart Foundation outlined that heart disease remains the leading cause of death in Jamaica. Speaking at the Heart Foundation of Jamaica's Heart Month 2026 press launch at the Terra Nova All Suite Hotel on Tuesday, Dr. Tufton said while individuals must make better decisions about what they consume, the food industry also had a role to play.
Sometimes it's about the choices we make, more often than not. But there are circumstances where the choices are very limited. Time has come for us as a country, for those who offer us choices within our environment, to offer us better choices. And I'm talking about the food industry. And I know I'm courting controversy here because it's taking on a giant in terms of our environment, our economy. And the food industry is very critical to the proper and efficient and economic functions of our society. And we need that industry for sustenance, and we need that industry for economic activity. But there are choices that we all have.
The minister admitted that more was to be done by policymakers to nudge our citizens into health-seeking behaviors.
First point I'd make is that affairs of the heart, from a clinical perspective now, affects all of us. Rich, poor, race, color, creed. There's no discriminator in terms of the life we lead and the likely impact. And there are some of us, I believe, policymakers included, who have a greater duty to the society in which we exist based on the role that we play and the influence that we yield. From a policy perspective, we have a role to play to create an environment that nudges persons into health-seeking behavior, which is what legislation and policy does. And I do agree we have more to do as it relates to lifestyle and the choices and the options we have. The same could be said of the food industry and the offerings to our society.
And in sports arena, Sabalenka kept her cool to storm Pasilina Svitolina and reach her fourth Australian Open final in a row. World number one Sabalenka overcame her fluctuations in form and a hindrance call against her in the fourth game game of the match to thrash Svitolina 6-2, 6-3. Ukraine's 12th seed Svitolina had beaten 2 top 10 players to reach the semi-finals, but was no match for Sabalenka's powerful hitting. Sabalenka has yet to drop a set this year and is now on an 11-match winning streak. She will face either Elena Rybakina or Jessica Pegula on Saturday as she bids for a 5th Grand Slam singles title and a 3rd at Melbourne Park. The 27-year-old will also be searching for some redemption after last year's final when she felt she was not brave enough in a 3-set loss to Madison Keys. This ends the latest news update as produced by Triple N. Thanking you for joining us.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Flow makes your next phone upgrade easy. Add postpaid to your internet plan and score a Samsung Galaxy for as low as $30 a month. It's the smartest way to an interest-free premium phone upgrade. Don't let anything stand between you and that new phone feeling. Step into your upgrade with confidence. Visit us in store and sign up today. We keep your rhythm flowing. Terms and conditions apply.
Check your calendar, mark the date because February 1st, all roads lead to success for the Breakwater Food Festival. Join us in the Lowtown and Breakwater for a full day of fun, flavor, and pure community vibe as we celebrate the best of the North. That's right, free food, live music, culture, games, and good times. Enjoy mouth-watering dishes from some of our favorite local food spots, sweet music in the air, and fun for friends, family, and visitors alike. So bring your appetite and your energy. We'll handle the rest. The Breakwater Food Festival, where food, fun, and community come together. Come, taste the North, feel the vibe, and experience a taste like never before. February 1st, Breakwater Food Festival. Don't miss it.
It wasn't me, but I can convince you. Whoever telling you about me is wrong person.
Grenville Cooperative Credit Union Limited advises members and the general public of new operating hours at its branches. The Customer Service Center at Seton Brown Street, Grenville, is open Monday to Thursday 7:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. and on Friday 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. The main office on Jubilee Street, Grenville, is open Monday to Thursday 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. and Fridays 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Lucas Street St. George's branch operates Monday to Thursday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. and Fridays 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. For the Grandance branch, Monday to Thursday 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Fridays 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We look forward to serving you. Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville.
Angel's Beauty Salon and Barbershop, Bruce Street Mall, St. George's, your one-stop destination for all things beauty. Hair services, relaxes, waves, treatments, braids, cornrows, natural hairstyles, locks and lock installation, wig installation, nail services, acrylic nails, gel nails, pedicures, and more. Call or WhatsApp us today, 1473-403-4421 to book your appointment today.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Seasons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of colors.
Color by Seasons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Seasons. Seasons. Express your style with Color by Seasons.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Look no further than the Chameleon Design Studios, the creative powerhouse behind Key Central and dozens of standout brands across Grenada and beyond. From web designs, animations, and motion graphics to custom video productions, we bring your visions to life with unmatched efficiency and professionalism. Need a logo? Logo design starts at just $1,500, and our starter pack includes brochures, call cards, and letterheads. Whether you're launching a new business, revamping your identity, or telling your story visually, Chameleon Design Studios is the new face of designs. Call us now at 1473-422-8601 or scan that QR code. Follow us on Instagram at chameleon_473. Let's communicate. Call us today.
Check your calendar, mark the date because February 1st, all roads lead to success for the Breakwater Food Festival. Join us in the Lowtown and Breakwater for a full day of fun, flavor, and pure community vibe as we celebrate the best of the North. That's right, free food, live music, culture, games, and good times. Enjoy mouth-watering dishes from some of our favorite local food spots, sweet music in the air, and fun for friends, family, and visitors alike. So bring your appetite and your energy. We'll handle the rest. The Breakwater Food Festival, where food, fun, and community come together. Come, taste the North, feel the vibe, and experience a taste like never before. February 1st, Breakwater Food Festival. Don't miss it.
It wasn't me, but I can convince you. Whoever telling you about me is wrong person.
Real expression on 919 Real FM. Unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Woo! Tune in on the spice side, hear the airwaves free read. On the radio see. No sugar-coated lyrics, no fabricated vibe. Just the raw truth that flow like Mount Kwakwa Tribe. From Grand Ends to St. George, this the people them a shout. Real expression now hide, let your heart pour out. Microphone to the heavens, the signal strong and clear. Voices of the voiceless, the oppressed, the sincere. Real FM are the vessel, your message fill the air. Speak your truth, Grenada, where your heart there. Real expression, real connection. 91.9, the righteous reflection. From the hills to the harbor, hear the nation sing. Real FM, the sound where make freedom ring. Real expression, real connection. 91.9, the righteous reflection. From the hills to the harbor, hear the nation sing. Real FM, the sound where make freedom ring. Fisherman chant the blues, farmer hymn the real. Mama shares her wisdom, makes them chant for change. The radio no silence the struggles we face. Amplify the joy, the pain, the grace. Not making the rhythm, cocoa in the bass. Real FM hold the mirror to the spice all face.
BJ, I know you're back with me.
Yes, Andre.
BJ, I made a smoothie this morning. Bananas, oats, rolled oats. What else? Cayenne pepper, turmeric, Is that a good smoothie?
I think
Cinnamon.
All the items you're mentioning,
Mhm.
this seems to be good health-wise.
Now, I say that to you is that you can't walk into anywhere in cities and get something like that.
Even that, Andre.
Call, are we coming to you? Oh,
somebody should be going in a juice bar and call for those things and
Yeah.
say, hang on, I want to get a smoothie. Could you give me some banana, some oats, and some turmeric and some cayenne pepper or whatever? And you should be able to get those, Andre.
Yeah. But you can't get it.
No. And I'm saying that we have too many fruits and other things around the place that, we can create, jobs,
You could basically,
employment.
you should be able to get a meal in a bottle.
Easy, if you want to. Liquid meal.
Liquid meal. Got caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Nice program. Morning, Mr. BJ.
Morning.
I don't have long, but I just want to say briefly. Yes, I support you 100%, brother. Too much of gospel and citrus and grapefruit spoiling. Let us leave this soft drink on the shelf.
No, don't say it like that. No. You can't talk to them. People advertise it, so you can't say that.
Know.
Yeah.
But okay, right. So
Yeah.
let me see. Another thing, Mr. BJ, we need to start planting back a lot of kush, atutayam, moonshine, and bring back a plant that set of bud peppers and things. I don't know if you know what they call bud peppers. That you can make pepper sauce. The local pepper sauce. We need to plant a lot of bread nut and bring back those things and them. Arrows. I don't know if you know what they call arrows. Arrows. I used to eat a lot of arrows to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It's something close as Tanya.
Yeah.
You understand? So that is my contribution, brother.
All right, thank you, man. Appreciate
man.
it. Good.
All right, yeah.
All right. Yeah, BJ. I don't even in Grenville, BJ, you can't get a meal in a bottle.
No.
There's my good classmate Reggie. Reggie sells CMOS around by where the drags used to be. That's CMOS there. We have our guy in Sates who applies the route every day with CMOS.
Salo.
Salo, who does CMOS coconut water and sorrel and cane juice and so on. No, that's okay.
That's good.
That's good. But the place where you can walk in and you say, hey, give me oats, banana, cherries, whatever. Give me that blend this morning. Oh, sorry, I don't have any cherries this morning. Okay, you don't have cherries, then put some raisins in it or something. BJ, we don't have that.
No, Andre.
And then you could say to the person, you know what? I don't really want milk, but I know you usually have almonds there that you have soaked that could be used as milk, and they just put it inside at one time. Why? Why not?
Why? Because, Andre, we're not creative. We're not innovative. The policy, Andre, is not geared towards creating employment. And this is a problem that we have, Andre. How difficult it is for St. Patrick to have a small industrial park. It don't have to be huge. 100 by 100 feet, and you sectionize it or whatever, and you have people preparing those things, or you can go there and find those things. Andre, it's difficult for somebody to raise money. Find a building in Sotes. That itself is difficult to get.
Yeah, that's trouble.
Find money to stock it up. Put in the refrigerator and whatever, and the stainless steel counter and all of those things. Yeah. Those things can be costly. So we are saying that, hang on, you have government, you have the development bank, you have, how they call this thing that over by Franco's law place there, upstairs there.
What is there?
They have this unit that help with regards to rural development.
Okay, yeah, rural development. Yeah. Oh, right here.
Yeah, right there.
Right. Yeah. Marip, Sarip,
so somebody,
Sayap, whatever.
You're talking about rural development.
Yeah.
All of those things should be coming from there. You have GIDC, whereby they can help you with small projects and stuff like that. You're telling me people are supposed to see difficulty in raising some money and getting some place. Andre,
let's just look and see where GIDC has failed us in St. Patrick. BJ, here's where GIDC fails St. Patrick's big time. Nice building, and it was supposed to go to people, private people who wanted to do different things. What's there? The East and West voters ID place, the seed program, the Ministry of Finance extension up here, Ministry of Infrastructure and extension up here, the courthouse, and the post office. That's what's there, you know.
That's it.
All government/government associated businesses, you know. So GIDC, Grenada Industrial Development Corporation, you know.
Yes.
But they ain't developing anybody except the government.
That's the problem. Andre, most of the monies that we put aside for those entities, it is spent in salary and wages and other overhead expenses. So you don't really, that money is not really impacted on the general population. That don't make no sense. Andre, want the economy to grow. And one way of growing the economy is getting your citizens productive, getting them to produce by adding value, by creating new products, by being creative. Andre, let me tell you something. You hear Mariam say that all the time. If you're not setting trend, you're not going to make genuine money. If you're following, you're picking up crumbs. If you're basically looking at the pattern as to what somebody do for you to go and do it, you're basically second in line. We need to be forced. We need to be the one that come out with that we can patent that, we can, more or less put our mark on that and say, hang on, you know something? This is authentic Grenadian stuff. So people look forward to the thing. We can export it. We can make this thing, Andre, how many small things people start off with and turn billionaires today? Not Kenny Larson alone. I mean, Kenny Larson is a prime example, but not here alone. There are many people who just start off doing small things and they grow their business. Because the man we used to sell Kentucky all over the world, renowned.
Yeah.
Used to pass around with a bucket, at first. He was a colonel in the army and he used to do things and grow and whatever, and then start, saying, hang on, people say, no, this is a unique product. And all of a sudden, everybody gravitated towards the taste. And then he patented the thing and come up with Kentucky. That's the end of that.
Even the guy who, locally here, the guy who did the cane juice machine.
Exactly. So how comes we can, look at Salo. Buy CMOS from Salo all the time because he put a lean seed and whatever, and it's just unique. And how we can have a place where you manufacture those things and have a place where you can go and pick up those things, 6-8 bottles and go home with it. I have to pick it up from him on the street and you have to be pushing a cart on the street, Why can't have a decent place where you can go and get those things? And we can get coconut water, we can get sorrel, we can get ginger beer, we can get,
He's one of the few who don't put sugar in the coconut water. A lot of the guys who are doing it, they add in water and add in sugar.
Yeah, to stretch it.
He's one of the few that don't do that.
No, Salo is a
unique guy.
It's a unique process.
Yeah, he's a unique guy. The only thing he uses sugar in is the sorrel. He doesn't even use sugar in the CMOS.
And Andre in front of his building, sugar free. Yeah. You don't understand product. Everybody run inside it. Everybody afraid sugar these days. So Andre, I'm saying that a lot can happen, and we doesn't have to build some huge factories and try to employ 200-300 people in Grenada context. That doesn't work. Or it just seems as though we have the raw material to do those. But you cannot tell me we cannot have unique product with niche market that we can produce. You can't tell me that. And no better. I'm saying that you're not innovative, you're not creative, you're not motivating people in order for them to do those things. You're not creating the environment in order for your country to grow.
So it goes back to what I said about GIDC. They created the environment, and as soon as people need the environment now, they do so and they put office.
Yeah, because the collective approach. Where you're getting the money from when GIDC help you with your plan and your ideas and whatever. You need to go somewhere else. Development bank.
The money.
Well, it's why we're taking the money and do too. You understand the point I'm making, Andre? Andre, how about in our budget? How about $20 million for small projects? If you really care about young people and you care about growing the
Well,
rural
they had the
economy.
CES program. They had that program, the CES. The government before had it, and this government met it
And
there.
all
And
this man and
I
him
don't even know
doing,
what's up
all
with it
this
now.
man and him doing in Grenada is put monies in areas where the friends can collect it. That's it in a nutshell. You put monies in areas where a few people can get those monies, and in a lot of cases, how I should put it, artificial robbery, carbon copy.
No, but it is sad. It is really sad. But I'd like to see more done, BJ, in relation to our local products, our local produce, which we can turn into stuff, add a bit of value, and make some more
We
money.
have 200. This is the way to survive. This is the way to create employment. This is the way to make money. This is the way to keep people active. That's the way to bubble your economy.
You know, because you have Hubert there, all right? Hubert does his corn right now. I'm feeling in the, as a wicketkeeper waiting for the corn meal.
Well, I'm just waiting, not just the cornmeal. I got up for one reason or another. I got up about after 3 this morning and can't sleep. And I said, hang on, let me just scroll through the phone. And up comes Hubert White. 2 big wash pan of peas. I just hope you have green peas.
Not today.
Not today? That's sell out already?
Sell out yesterday.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sell out yesterday.
So you understand what it is happening, Andre?
Yeah. But Hubert is a unique guy in that he plants a lot of stuff, but his corn, he doesn't sell the corn to the people who roast corn.
No, you make flour, no?
Yeah, he says no. He says because when you sell it to them, there's only one thing that he can do: that roast it or boil it and sell it, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
He says, but his thing is to do so and give you something that can last longer. So he shells the corn, takes it to the guy down the street down there. At least we have one of that. Aubrey, he is operating in the area where they call it Carl's Mall, opposite the bus terminal. Aubrey operates behind there. He grinds
corn, yeah.
Everything he's grind. So that's a brilliant thing we have there. And he will take his cornmeal there, have it grounded, and the corn, have it grounded, and cornmeal is ready. Nice and fresh.
I think I was doing some research on corn the last time, and I think corn can make several hundred products there.
Oh, really?
Hundreds. So it's not something that we should treat lightly.
Yeah. Well, you can feed pigs too.
And not just feed pigs. Not just feed pigs, Andre. For one reason or another, if you dry corn properly and you grind it, it can last for a very long time. If it's stored properly.
All right, somebody saying morning, Mr. Donald Best, which is just my two cents. MNIB has been crippled by the attitudes of many farmers, supermarkets, and hotels. Management too. I never stopped selling to MNIB. I sold up to last Monday. Okay. We have to talk though, but not on the radio later. Okay, I got you, guy. So that person has never stopped selling to MNIB.
Yeah, I think there are some farmers who continue to sell for them. But the quantity of stuff that they used to take before, they're not taking it anymore. And they seems to only take what they know they can sell.
Someone wants to know what am I offering on Sunday at the Breakwater Food Festival. Well, okay, you want to know. So they say I say not everyone, and I keep in mind the secret. So here's what and I'm going to give you this, BJ, too. My interpretation of the Breakwater Food Festival is food, of course, but various things, and I wanted to create a difference. We hear about different countries and their national dish. For instance, in St. Lucia, their national dish is what? Do you know? Do you know BJ? St. Lucia.
St. Lucia?
But you know Jamaica.
Yeah,
Ackee and
Ackee and
saltfish.
saltfish.
Right. I couldn't find some ackee.
What is for St. Lucia? Saltfish and what?
Fig and saltfish.
And fig and saltfish, yeah.
So I may still do some fig and saltfish. I may still do that. Definitely, I am doing pepper pot. I have some casrip already, and I have to get some more casrip today. I will be preparing, but like pepper pot, I'm preparing. Either I do the pepper pot Friday night because it's something that can stay based. You have to be able to treat it properly. Friday night or Saturday during the day, I'll do the pepper pot. I have to pick up some more meat to add to it. So I'll be having pepper pot, and coconut bakes. So a little bowl, some sample of it, and coconut bakes, which will be made by White's Bakery. Also looking to have jackfish out of to do jackfish and roast breadfruit, which is the national dish of
St. Vincent.
Yeah. Somebody promised me some jackfish, and there was all over the place thinking jackfish. What is it? They even got a blackfish too, realizing that it's the same jacks, the same big jacks that we think. So somebody promised me some. So if I get some, then I have to get a 2-3 breadfruit, roast it, because theirs is jackfish and roast breadfruit. So the person wants to know, well, what am I doing? I'm trying to do so and do dishes that are not necessarily Grenadian. So pepper pot, if I get it, the jackfish, I do that, and I might do some fig and saltfish. Yeah,
Andre, this is not. It is the Breakwater Food Fest.
Yeah.
I know it's not national yet because we're sort of zeroing on sorties.
Yeah.
However, entities like marketing board should jump in things like that for promotion. They should have 50 different local items that you can taste from. Where food and nutrition in the whole scheme of things.
Well, they will say that they weren't invited, and okay, fine.
Andre, when you're searching for opportunities, you don't have to be invited. Sometimes you have to kick down the door.
Your boy's going to be there, so you better come and do some tasting. Dr. Antoine.
Well, that's good. Doc is a specialist.
Yeah,
so,
he's gonna come.
Andre, all of those things. Doc is not from St. Patrick, but you have a product that is renowned worldwide and sell nationally. So you can come and do some tasting. Andre, those are the kind of thing that you want to see. You have those informal, what you're actually doing there is an informal expo with regard to food,
Even, listen how this thing is. Color be coming to you. Just give us a second. You know that Kenny sells an ice cream, creamy ice cream? He got in contact with the people who manufacture. I think it's out of Trinidad or somewhere. I'm not too sure where it's coming from. But he got in contact with them. And BJ, they were able to say, okay, fine. You organize and you do some tasting. We'll supply the products and you do some tasting for people.
Because you know why?
They understand the value of it.
And Kenny understand the power of taste. He knows that taste is something that you need to acquire. And some people can taste something only once and they can't do without it. You get addicted to it. Why do you think some people smoke crack and can't stop?
They can't stop. First time. Yeah. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, me again. Andre, what you call jackfish in St. Vincent? Is Jackson?
Yeah, it's Big Jack.
Any jack.
Any jack.
They call it
Okay,
jackfish.
Yeah.
But what the national dish is bulljoe, blackfish, cucumber, and roast breadfruit.
But the blackfish is the same thing. I've been informed.
No, the blackfish is blackfish. Jack, what we call him Jack say, they call it jackfish.
Okay.
In St. Vincent. And the national dish is bulljoe.
Okay.
Where they use the rosy blackfish, the corn one, and they do it with cucumber. We don't do it here with cucumber and saltfish, warm it up in the pot. And Vinci roast breadfruit.
All right, I got you. Thanks.
Yeah, man.
Okay, good.
Right.
It's Realist 91.9, 91.5, www.realfmgrenada.com. Stay with us, friends. I'll be right back.
919 Real FM. Unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Woo! Tune in on the spice side, hear the airwaves free. On the radio see. No sugar-coated lyrics, no fabricated vibe. Just the raw truth that flow like Mount Kwakwa Tribe. Ooh. From Grand Ends to St. George, this the people them a shout. Real expression now, I let your heart pour out. Ooh. Oh, microphone to the heavens, the signal strong and clear. Voices of the voiceless, the oppressed, the sincere. Real FM are the vessel, your message fill the air. Speak your truth, Grenada, wear your heart there. Real expression, real connection. 91.9, the righteous reflection. From the hills to the harbor, hear the nation sing. Real FM, the sound will make freedom ring. Real expression, real connection. 91.9, the righteous reflection. From the hills to the harbor, hear the nation sing. Real FM, the sound will make freedom ring. Fisherman chant the blues, farmer hymn the rain. Mama shares her wisdom, youths them chant for change. The radio no silence the struggles we face.
It's Realist 91.9, 91.5, www.realfmgrenada.com. 18 minutes before the 10 o'clock hour. BJ, you about to say goodbye?
Yes, about to say goodbye, Andre. Harvesting bananas today.
You doing bananas
Yes,
today?
Andre, to the Thursday.
Oh, yeah,
So I have to leave you and run away. And I've seen.
How come I ain't get no bananas?
Andre, let's go down that road. And I've seen one of my great friends just enter the studio. And wouldn't mind, you know, you and him hanging around for the rest of the time. That would be really nice.
Yeah. I'm going to speak to you for the next couple of minutes. So, BJ, again, thank you very much and take care of yourself, man.
Welcome.
God bless.
Take care.
One love.
And morning, Mr. Devon Charles. Bye-bye.
Unfiltered truth, cultural pride, and the power of radio to amplify voices in Grenada. Woo! Tune in on the spice side, hear the airwaves free. On the radio see. No sugar-coated lyrics, no fabricated vibe. Just the raw truth that flow like Mount Kwakwa Tribe. Ooh. From Grand Ends to St. George, this the people them a shout. Real expression now, I let your heart pour out. Ooh.
It's Realist 91.9, 91.5, www.realfmgrenada.com. You did hear BJ say Devon Charles has graced us with his presence this morning. I don't know what he's doing in Sauters, but you know, he's what they say, he's a Grenada man. Yeah, so he's all over. Devon Charles, CEO of the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Andrew, morning. How are you doing?
I am good. It's nice to see you in St. Patrick's. Nice to have you today.
This is unplanned here.
Yes. And you always tell me sometimes the best things are unplanned. Eh?
Of course. But I'm happy to stop by and say good morning. We're actually doing a bit of groundwork today. As you know, we have our strategic alliance with the Calico supermarket, where our members can go in there to do transactions, basic transactions. And if you've been paying attention, we are making some changes in terms of operations, opening hours, now that we have our international debit card. And this year we are really focusing on digitization and getting our members up to speed with the technology and so on. And while we do that, Grenville being the core of our operations, having multiple offices in St. George, We have that strategic alliance with Calico Supermarket. We also believe that we must look at it. So today I decided, to come by, see what's happening in terms of the activities within the parish, what we can do differently, how we can enhance the quality of the service to our members. And that's what we call basically doing the groundwork. We have persons who are going to be responsible for the advocacy, the marketing, and so on. But that's how we gather, part of how we gather information to make informed decisions. And I'm happy to pass by.
I'm happy to have you. And Devon, there's something I must compliment the Grenville Cooperative Credit Union on.
Yes.
You first went to Hermitage, to
Belmont Estate.
Belmont
Yes, we
Estate.
did have a branch
You had
there.
a branch there.
Yes.
And when you sort of wrapped up things there, I was like, what else is Devon going to do? And boom, you came into Sateas. and that is so, I have always said, this is how things should happen, is that the people who would have been involved from Hermitage,
Yes.
they can still run to Sateas and transact business, can't they?
Correctly. So, and that's part of our proactivity and our strategic focus. Yeah. We opened that branch at Belmont Estate principally to serve persons within the rural economy, persons who are the lower and moderate income level. And we must give kudos to Michelle Nayak and the team at Belmont facilitating that arrangement. Many persons may not know, but at the time we actually moved to open that office, the management at Belmont Estate actually was en route to set up a branch. I set up a credit union.
A credit union there.
And we were able to speak and were able to come to that arrangement, facilitating a lot of the transactions, the cocoa farmers, the salaries. And we were able to have an impact in helping persons at that income level to develop themselves.
Start
right?
saving more.
Getting small loans and so on, and developing themselves. And a lot of persons benefited from that arrangement. Unfortunately, during the COVID period, where everything shut down, it came to a point, small office space, distancing requirement, agriculture, the area is heavily agriculture based, and so on. So that is one of the disadvantage that we had as a result of the pandemic. But again, with every challenge, new opportunities emerge. What it did, it gave us an opportunity to, what I would say, leapfrog our focus on technology. And I'm happy now that we are on the Connex platform and our members have convenience anywhere, anytime. And we continue to grow.
You speak of being able to leapfrog into the technology. And although some may say that you have retrogressed in that you no longer open up on Saturdays, but in essence, you have given them, instead of one day into the weekend, you've given them both days in the weekend. You've given them Saturday and Sunday because you've given them their card.
Well,
so
of course.
Now they can operate both Saturday and Sundays, do things.
Of course. And with that also, I'm a big advocate in terms of money management. We continue to educate people how to manage their monies wisely. But if I may just go back again in terms of strategizing on the Saturday, when we started our Saturday operations a lot of years ago, we might have had about 3 or 4 staff. And we saw a need to provide convenience to our members at a point in time. And while there was some initial feedback, it basically overall became part of who we are known for, right? When you look at the lines on Saturdays and the volume of people who comes to the credit union on a Saturday, it really showed that what we did, members responded. And it was not just only providing a service, from the standpoint of thinking critically. This was the thinking. If a guy is going to come and withdraw $500 on a Friday because the credit union is closed on a Saturday, and he may spend all of that money on the weekend. Now that he has an opportunity to come in on Saturday, he may even forget to come on a Friday. When he came, the office may be closed. When he comes on Saturday, he only needs money maybe to make groceries, and it was also an opportunity to play on the mind in terms of how we bring in that aspect and how we pattern in what we do while we provide the convenient, but to encourage prudence in terms of people strategize.
And also help people to
Exactly.
to acquire things that are beyond our boundaries, quote
Exactly.
unquote. You can shop online.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it actually brought a social twist to it, because on a Saturdays, if you look at the lines where people are shopping, people are coming to credit unions, and brethrens and sisterins,
Yeah.
friends and so, who have not seen each other for years, they stand in the line and they're able to see someone, go to the market, maybe have a beer. That's how we socialize, right?
Yeah.
And so, but as we said, times change. The technology is driving a lot of what we do. The environment is much more dynamic, and we have to align ourselves with time to ensure that we maintain some level of threshold advantage. All right. Even with the technology, there are some areas that we are catching up, but we do not intend to stay behind. We intend to
Wonderful.
gather the data, continue to listen to our people, and make some informed decisions as we continue to grow GCCU.
GCCU, your visit to St. Patrick, is that a signal that the service is going to the service is great, but
Yes.
it is going to be taken to another level? Is that what we're going to see here?
Well, part of it, because from where I sit as GM, and that's part of, again, growing is one, remaining small is something else. Because when we are a very small organization, I speak to everybody, I interact with everybody. Now, a lot of that is delegated, so you don't get the opportunity every day to meet with people like that. So me being here, and I'm not just only going to be in St. Patrick today.
Okay.
Right. Is to get an opportunity as it relates to what's really happening on the ground with our simple people, have a conversation. And so, because our decisions at the end of the day, our strategic decisions are not reactionary, right? It must be made from a very informed place. And the best place to carve out strategy is from the bottom up. You listen to your stakeholders, you look at the stakeholders who matter, right? Stakeholders who have interests, those who have power, right? Those who can influence your decisions. And that basis, you know that when you're making decisions, you're making them for the people who are your stakeholders, who believe in what you do, who are part of your organizations, and you're not making them just because of the fact that other persons are making them where you want to go with the time.
Let me take you back. When you started in the credit union, you didn't start as GM, did you?
Of course not.
Did you expect this to be where you are right now? Or you expected to probably be there and then move on to another job somewhere else?
The people who know my journey in the credit union, and know my story, and they have seen my progression. And sometimes it's a good story to share, because
we can share it one day.
Maybe one day,
probably
maybe one day I could share it, or even decide to write it, because when I started in the credit union as a boy, at age 20, I was still searching as it relates to what is it that I was going to be doing myself. A lot of my friends were going to college. I would have been doing my A-levels and myself. Then some of my colleagues started to go to Cuba. Then I started to do my advanced studies by myself. And within 2 years, I got an opportunity to act like GM. And I told myself no one was going to take this opportunity from me.
Yeah,
right?
that's it.
we were at the point in time I was an accounts clerk. We were 3 staff, a manager, a teller, and I was the accounts clerk. Circumstances happened. I saw 2 managers came and left. I know the reasons that they left. I would not be exiting for that. And I took a decision that that opportunity, I was going to hold on to it, right? And I was going to do what needed to be done to ensure that it could not have been taken from me. And the rest is history. At a point in time, we were 3 staff, we were 5 million in assets, right? I was just a boy with 10 O-level subjects. I've since moved on to...
You have a master's now, don't you?
I've completed multiple masters.
Yeah, okay.
My first master's is in global finance. My second master's is in professional accountancy. and also a fellow of ACCA. I'm a chartered accountant.
Chartered accountant, okay.
And I continue to progress. There are other things that I'm doing.
Doing
like
the
you.
PhD one day?
I'm actually at
In
the
process?
end stage of completing my doctorate.
Okay,
right.
wonderful.
I didn't want to tell you that yet, but right. So I say one day we're gonna have a conversation about that, because setting aside my heart as GM, sometimes so many of us get opportunities at a young age, and we don't take ownership of it, right? And I long to see more people do that. And the world is so progressive now that you can maintain a job, you can study, and you can have balance, and we can live better, right? And I aspire to see more people do that.
I have 4 more minutes to go on my program, and I want my brother to come. Let the people see you. Come here, come by me. You my brother. No, folks, this guy you're seeing here, my brother from another mother. I can safely say that we worked in GBN together. Well, GBC into GBN. We worked there together. His name is Garwin Walters. And Garwin's your first time at Real FM.
Yeah, first time.
What do you think?
Makes sense?
So your brother did not disappoint you.
At all. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, I'm happy that you're impressed. But it's good to see you. Rolling with the guy. Yeah, rolling with the guy. Yeah, I just had to show folks Garwin Walters. Thanks, Garwin. Yeah. You probably would have heard about Garwin Walters and never really saw him, because he's the man behind the camera. That's what he was, and that's what he still does. A lot of productions and so on. If you had to pick out 2 things, Devon, you've got 1 minute to answer. 2 things that you did from being 20 years to where you are now. 2 things that you did that you're really proud of. 2 things outside of being a very good friend of Nico. 2 things outside of that. What would it be?
Well, I could summarize it. Taking charge of my destiny very early, right? And I've shared with you in terms of my academic progression. Having a job in my lifetime, I've only had 2 jobs. My first job was actually at a supermarket, right? Ari Walker Supermarket.
Ari Walker, okay, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So as it relates to in the context of which you asked the question, I believe that because I've done quite a bit, I've done quite a bit, and part of it, and part of what I'm proud of, being able to self-study for the most of my life, not having to leave my job, travel, or put anyone in big expenses to send me to study, and so on, and being able to take ownership. Yeah, and I think we need to be less dependent. We need to do a better job as young people, and so on, and grow, because there are opportunities out there. You must know what you want and think independently and make prudent and smart decisions. And where you need to seek advice from the right people, right? But Andrew, before I leave, I think you must also remember that. Do you know how long we have been advertising with you? It's been a long time, maybe since the station started, and so on.
It was, as a matter of fact, it was a year after the station started, and we are 21 years.
21 years. So that is how long.
Yeah.
And I just want to use the opportunity, because I don't come on the radio regularly, right? To really commend you and your team. I know there have been ups and downs in terms of a lot of personalities have passed through and so on, but a lot of other persons would have shut down and shut up. And I believe that you have continued to be the voice of Sutters as a radio station in your own way, in your own unique way. But we are happy to know that we are able to continue to advertise with you and spread our credit union message through the length of Grenada, through your medium. And I believe based on the business relationship that we have, and the fact that we can reach out to you at any point in time, I sometimes I share my thoughts with you, whether I agree, I don't agree with some of what comes out of of your mouth. But I believe that I have seen in the recent times the innovation that you are making in terms of bringing the news to us more, some of the talk show events and so on, the weather news and the consistency. And whether we agree or we don't agree on matters. But I really want to commend you and your team for continuing
I say this to you.
be progressive and keeping
21
the voice.
years, I can take 1 year and say, okay, fine, you didn't have anything to do with that year, Devon.
Yes.
But for the 20 years that we have forged that friendship, that brotherhood, you have taught me a lot. You've explained a lot of things to me. You've shown me things different. And just being there.
Yeah.
You know, there are times I want to say something and I'm like, early in the morning, I say, oh, he and Nico listening and they ain't gonna really like what I go say. So I just change my thoughts and don't say it.
Yes, well, you're smart because Nico says to me sometimes, Devon, you need to speak to Andrew. You know? I say, Nico, I am not taking part in your Andrew politics. I don't want to be part of that and so on. But I remind them that when you're good, you're one of the best hitters around in journalism. I remind him that on a regular basis. But when you're bad, we know who you are.
Goodbye, God bless you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
It was nice having you. Garwin. Yeah, man, kind of in this program, I was saying thank you, man. Thank you for being there. This is real. This is 91.9. Stay tuned, friends. We've got news next.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.